Welcome to SoCal Training Team. This training is on renewing your administrator certificate. This training is good for adult residential facilities, elderly facilities, group homes, and short-term residential therapeutic program. The process is the same. The amount of hours for continuing education is all equivalent, so we are going to go through it. A little background here. So once you are an administrator, meaning you went through the initial certification and you passed the exam and you are officially an administrator, you have to submit 40 hours every 2 years of continuing education, and you have to pay a fee to renew your certificate. So you need continuing education units or recertification. You'll hear it said in two different ways sometimes. So the bottom line is you need 40 hours of continuing education units every 2 years. And depending on the type of certificate, you want to pay attention to some classes that you may need that are specialized towards your administrator certificate. Approved vendors. One thing you want to pay attention to is you have to take your continuing education unit from an approved vendor. You can find approved vendors on the Community Care Licensing website. If you click on Administrator Certification and you go to vendors, they have a complete list of vendors that are certified to train. So you want to ensure that the vendor you're taking your courses through is a certified or an approved vendor through Community Care Licensing. Like I said before, you need 40 hours every 2 years. You need to ensure that you renew your certificate prior to it expiring. If you do not, you will have to pay a late fee. As of today, which is as of the year of 2022, the late fee is $300. What if you're late renewing? So if you're late renewing, you can still submit your paperwork, your continuing education, and your application, but you will have to pay a late fee. Like I said a little earlier, the late fee as of today is $300, plus you have to pay the $100 application fee. So if you're late, you end up paying about $400 plus the cost of your continuing education units. Sometimes I get a question at SoCalTrainingTeam.com in our inbox, and it'll ask me, what if my admin cert expired 3 years ago? So if your administrator certificate expired 3 years ago, what you have to do is take continuing education. You have to take it for every 2 year period in which you are late. So if you're 3 years, you almost have to take 80 units if you extend it to that 4th year. What if my admin cert expired 4 years ago? If your admin cert expired a little over 4 years, which is the key to this, what I'm going to explain to you guys. If it expired a little over 4 years, you can take the initial certification, or should I say, you have to take the initial certification for your administrator designation all over again. So it's like starting over from scratch. So you don't want to let it lapse 4 years. And lastly, SoCalTrainingTeam.com. You can visit us on the web for a schedule of classes. We currently do the initial certification for adults and short-term residential therapeutic programs. We also do recertification for adult residential facilities, group homes, short-term residential therapeutic programs, and residential care facility for the elderly. A list of classes is listed on our website at SoCalTrainingTeam.com. We'd like to thank you for going through our training. Please subscribe, like, and share with friends and family, and stay tuned for the next video.